The first thing you do when you go to the gym is warm up your body. Trust me, your body will thank you later because it helps to loosen up the muscles. And once you're able to loosen up those muscles, you can just start doing a whole lot more. All right, Fit Buddies, welcome back to my channel. Like, subscribe, and share. And also, thank you so much for 2K views on my last video. It means a lot. So the second step that I do is stretch. It's really important to stretch after you warm up again just to get those muscles loosened. It really helps to prevent injury. One time I decided not to stretch and I regretted it for weeks. I literally had to stop working out for weeks because I was in so much pain. So don't do what I do. Like, do as I say, not as I do, okay? So it takes me about 10 minutes to do a full body stretch. So I like to stretch my hips, my back, my arms, and my legs and torso. So yeah, overall it does take about the 10 minutes that I just told you about. And there are so many different variations. You kind of just have to find your own that works best for you, but that'll come in time. Actually, if you check my shorts videos, I do have some stretches that you can do when working out, also some yoga poses that would help loosen up your muscles as well. So don't forget to check those out. Next, as you can see, y'all, I have to do it all the time, but I'm really trying to get a really good back bend. Like, I really want to be like those contortionists. Honestly, like, I didn't practice my back bend for a week and I'm already not as bendy. Like, you see, like, you think that looks really good, but I actually was bendier than this. So I really need to start stretching multiple times a week, preferably almost every day, just so that I can progress faster, because this is something that I really want to do and just be better at. And it does help with yoga too for more advanced poses. So the next stretch that I'm about to do is going to be called the butterfly stretch. Everybody pretty much knows what that is. So you'll sit almost crisscross applesauce, but without the cross. And you'll see that in a little bit, just trying to fix my mat and everything. But yeah, and I just hold that for about 30 seconds. Again, it's just a really good hip opener. With the type of workouts that I do a lot of squatting. I have to have my mobility on point so that I do not injure myself, because I want to be able to do good squats, and that's just important overall. So if you want to learn more about doing squats and squat rack, lunges, and all those other leg exercises, definitely make sure to open up your hips. Again, I have videos on my shorts that you can learn more about. Now I am doing the bench press. I'm just prepping right now. You see that I'm using the bar. I'm just trying to warm up and make sure that I have my form right. So right now, what I'm going to be pushing would be about 65 pounds on the bench press. The progress for that has been kind of slow, just because for women especially, it's harder to grow pecs and just grow that particular muscle. But it's a really good muscle to have though. And if you do push-ups like I do, it can really help to strengthen that as well. But yeah, I'm just super happy about my improvement on this, because I remember being on the bar, like just having the bar alone, and I remember my first ever time using it, and I was actually scared. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, I mean, I eventually figured it out though. And I mean, look at me now. I kind of felt that way about all of my workouts. But anyway, so now I'm at the squat rack, one of my favorites. And really, I'm just prepping and looking and like spotting myself to make sure I'm in the right position. All right, cool. I actually can see here. I'm just looking at my form now, like looking at this video, and you see at the bottom where my heels had risen up a little bit. Make sure when you're on the squat rack that your heels stay glued to the ground. That's highly important. So now I'm just really prepping the bar and finding the right weights for me. For a long time, I only was lifting the bar. Now I've progressed into weights. I am at 10 pounds on the weights right now, so in total lifting 55 pounds. I know I could lift heavier, but I'm still just trying to make sure I protect myself and really protect my knees because there's a lot of pressure on the knees. And again, you just have to be really careful. That's why you're supposed to stretch, because if you don't, it can be a lot worse. So that's just something to take into account once you decide you want to do the squat rack. You really need to make sure that your body is heavily warmed up because it can wreak havoc on your knees. Like, have you ever seen those weightlifters who have those like pads or whatever on their knees? Yeah, that's because they injured themselves. So try your best not to be like those people. Also, if you just saw, I put clips on my weights. So it's possible that the weights could fall. And if you're a beginner, it's possible that the bar is not going to be even for you. So just to make sure that the weights stay on the bar, just put clips on it so it can stay in place. Okay, y'all, it's the form for me. I remember the days when just with the bar itself, I was having a hard time squatting. Actually, I remember not even having a bar and practicing it, and I could barely squat. Now I can squat pretty low. My goal really is to go all the way down to the ground, but progression. Now we have the good old leg press, my best friend. Okay, so I'm pushing 190 on the leg press, and I have been weightlifting for less than a year. I started off at 100 pounds, and I remember that very next day my legs being extremely sore. So you're telling me that for the leg press, I have almost added 100 pounds more since I've started, and again, I have not been weightlifting for a full year yet. So I'm just super proud of myself and my progression and how strong I've gotten. And just as a reminder, your journey is your journey, and you're going to have your own different progression of how you do things. So just keep doing you and keep going. I'm not even going to lie. I have no idea what this workout is called. Maybe a Bulgarian squat. I'm not really sure, but it's a workout that weightlifters do. Like, they have competitions for this very exercise, but yeah, I'm not really sure what the name of it is. I just know it's a fantastic full body workout. And if you're trying to get out of the gym super fast, this is a really great workout to do, like once you've gotten to that level of progression. What I really like about it is that you're working your RDLs, which are the back of your legs, your glutes, and like your forearms, everything really. Yeah, it's really a full body exercise, and it's just fantastic for you. And I'm finishing off my workout with some rows, and it's really going to help the back of my arms and also a little bit of my forearms. So it's again a fantastic exercise. I'm pushing 50 on that, so that's pretty good. And last but not least, you have to stretch before and also after your workout, again to prevent injury. But it does take time to get to those steps, and it's totally okay if you forget every now and again to stretch. Just you have to remember just how our bodies work and how our bodies function. It really is all about that repetition and also just, being safe. But again, it's all in due time. But if you haven't already, again, just like, subscribe, and share. And I just really appreciate you guys. you know, especially with that last video. It just meant a lot. All right, bye-bye.